Right, we are going to have a session here, Amelia and I, where we're going to teach Amelia how to make some stuff in Maya. So you're going to drive. I'm going to tell you how to do stuff, all right? We're alive to the world at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
You're on Facebook.
I know, we've got a YouTube channel going.
Cool. Please can I do it?
I can send you the link.
Daddy, please can I do it?
Oops. I just did something I shouldn't have.
What was it?
You gotta hold on a minute, Finn.
No, Finn, don't. No. Oh, God.
Where's Snow?
Oh, there's working cage.
Can you make sure the cage is fully on the...
Yeah, put the water bottle in.
And you're going to make sure the cage
Wait, is it still
completely on the
happening?
box.
Is it still...
I'm looking.
Do you see how half of it's hanging off Finn? You're going to make sure it's not doing that.
Oh.
Alright, we're still live.
Okay.
Let's just check. So I'm going to send that to Serena. Then you got to wait 1 second, buddy. I don't know. You want to check that link and see what it says? Okay. Alright, Amelia. So, this is Maya. And the first thing about Maya, you're going to be tough with two people here. We'll see. So you have to keep your hands back, okay, Finn?
Okay.
So, first of all, Alt and the mouse over here. If you left click the mouse button, you can orbit.
Is there something went wrong?
So, that one?
Yep.
Woo!
Don't forget where up is, though.
Oh, which is up?
I think that up is up now. Yeah, you can always see from down here. See where it says Y is up? Alt. Hold Alt.
Can I post a picture of this, or is Cousin not wanting one?
She may not like what I'm doing right now anyway.
Why?
Well, because I have the kids on a camera.
To YouTube. Wait, can I make it circular like the world?
You want to make a world? So yeah, so what first thing you want to do is click on the little sphere up at the top.
So is that you saying it wasn't?
I've already done it. Nope, that's a platonic solid. Delete.
Don't want it so stressed.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you press
That's
delete?
just to delete. Yep.
Delete.
Let's delete it over here. Okay, first thing, grab that sphere. So click on that sphere. Cool. And now, you know how circles have a radius?
No.
Do you know what a radius is?
No.
So if you were to measure a circle, and you were to measure from the middle of the circle to the outer edge, that would be called
Like
a
the
radius.
equator.
The whole equator is called a diameter, but half of the equator is called a radius. So right now this has a radius of 1, so that means it's a 2 meter diameter
Can we make it bigger?
sphere. Sure. So how big do you think you want it to be?
Like the world.
As big as the world. Well, we could make it that big, but we don't need to. So let's start by making it. See where it says radius in yellow over there, and there's a 1 at the moment.
Yeah.
Type in a number there instead of 1. If you click where the 1 is, we're right next to radius. Yep, and let's type in, I don't know, what do you think?
1,000.
Should we make it 5?
Okay.
That's 7.
I
That's
know.
okay, hit enter.
Where's enter?
Enter like the return key, that one.
Oh.
Cool.
Cool.
Now, see where it says subdivision axes? And
I know
subdivisions
what
height?
axes are, but I don't know what anything else.
A subdivision axis.
So subdivision axes says that if we go bigger, so let's say we make this 40. Let's see how it's made them more of them. And if we make this one higher, let's make this smaller. Now see, it's not quite as round. So if we add more, let's make it 40 there as well. So now it's even smoother.
Cool, Alvin.
Cool. Yeah. So now, let's see. Next thing to show
It
you.
looks like a circle.
What you wanted to put a world texture on it? You said. So you want to make it like the world.
Yeah.
I think I have a world texture. You know.
Blue and green.
cool.
First of all, let's look at the UVs.
What's
Okay.
that?
What are UVs? That's a good question. So UVs are how a texture or a picture is going to wrap onto this sphere. Because if you think about like, let's see, like, grab that can. Yeah, so if we look at this can, you see how the can has the texture and the texture has been wrapped all the way around it. But if you were to take, see how there's a seam here? If you were to unfold that and make it flat, you could print this piece of paper out on a printer, couldn't you? And so the way that the 2D texture that they printed gets stuck onto the whole 3D shape, that would be called its UV.
Daddy, you not good off.
I did. Cool.
I think that
So
would
that's
be.
so what we're going to look at is this is how.
Like the cover of it.
That's right. So this is how the UV is going to go on the outside. That's not. Yeah. So if we look here, so look, if I grab these faces, look, these ones, these faces here are represented in 2D space over here. So let's look like that. And the other thing we can do is if we click that, now we can see how this image is being done.
Yeah, but can we not have that one?
Right. Well, you wanted an Earth image, right? So I think I have one. So shall I go find one?
Yep. Yeah.
So in my D3 projects folder, I have in my
Brilliant tree.
it's in Astana. So I think it must be on another machine. Let's see. It's in Astana. No. Astana. No, that's not the right one either.
Why didn't you type in Earth?
Well, we can find another one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to go to Google. And should we ask Google for Earth? And we can go to Images.
Oh, I was gonna say images.
And we can find
Oh, wow. Oh. That does not look like a. That does not look like it.
so we want
That would be good.
one that is equirectangular.
Oh,
See.
what?
So we want an Earth UV map like this. Which one do you want? This one or this one or this one? Blue, which color? The one with clouds? Hey. Don't pick your nose because you're on camera.
That's gross.
Yeah, and it's gross. Yeah, so which one do you want?
Go off, Cat.
That one.
Go wash your hands and blow your nose.
Yeah,
That one.
Go wash your hands.
That one.
Which one? This one?
Ta-da!
I think this one. Let's see. It's not very high resolution. Let's try this one. I think this will be better. We'll put some clouds on it separately.
Oh wait, could we have that one instead? Because I don't look. Oh yay!
That's very bright. Okay, so we're gonna hold save. We'll go to the desktop. We'll go call this Earth. Let's get another one just so we have it, in case we don't like it later. So now we're gonna go back to Maya, And what we're going to do is, if you right click, I want you to right click. That's left click. So right click on it and hold. And drag down here, drag all the way down to the bottom where it says assign favorite material. And I want you to pick, under assign favorite material, I want you to pick a Lambert.
What's that?
See, that one. Go down Lambert. So drag right with your mouse. Up, right, up to Lambert, and then let go. Cool. And now we'll go right click, material attributes. And we're going to get rid of our UV because we don't need that for the moment.
Yay.
And under this where it says color, I want you to push that button right there. And I want you to look for file and click on the file button.
File?
That's the one, yep. And now where it says image name, you see there? Click on that. Click on the folder.
Is it like a big list going to come up?
And if you click desktop. Yep. And see, this is Earth 1 and Earth 2, so you can pick either one of those. Yep. And then hit open.
Where's open?
Right there. Cool. And now we have to push 6. Ta-da!
Wait, can we go into there and like make like a city or something?
You want to make a city on the map? Right. Okay. Well, bold move. Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you.
You want to make it in Africa? A city in Africa?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Is that even in Africa?
that is Africa. Yeah.
Cool.
So what we could do?
Wait, can we also do it in England?
You want to make a place in England?
Yeah.
Which would you like to do? Or England or a country in Africa?
I'll just do in Africa. I'll just do literally Africa.
Okay, so what I would suggest we do is let's go to our general editors, content browser, and in here we have some examples for modeling. Actually, there's some pane effects. In fact, there's one called City Mesh. And there's a thing here called Quick City.
Yeah. Why don't we do that
Sure.
one?
What, you want to do that one?
No, that one because it's more like town.
Okay. Well, what you can do now that we've selected that is that you can actually zoom in and you can paint.
Oh, cool.
But first, let's make this magnetic like that, because now we can paint on the surface, I think.
Please, can I sit down, Daddy?
Oh, there's only draw on the thing. That's okay. So see, we can. This is all. These are all little houses.
Cool. Dad, please, can I sit down?
Yeah. So you want to paint some more for Mia? And then what we'll do is we're going to scale. We're going to group all those together, and then we're going to scale them together, and you can make a city.
Excuse me, Amelia, please can I sit down?
Do you want to put some tall buildings in there as well?
I want to sit down.
And then this is buildings.
Whoa.
Well, those are big, buddy. You put your foot the right way.
Okay. I'm going to. How do you get rid of them?
Undo. So Control Z
Where?
on the keyboard. Control. It's all the way to the far right. Yep, and hit Z. Hold Control and hit Z.
Is
Yep, undo again. One more. Control Z. Again. There you go. So if you want to change the scale of them, so make them smaller, what you can do is if you hold B, hold the B key on the keyboard.
where
B.
is it? Where?
Now we can shrink, and now if I do one, let go of B. Now if I do one, it's a bit smaller.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so now you can place some other city bits. Cool.
Same one.
And then B again, because that's going to be a really big tower. Unless that's what you're going for.
Nope.
Okay, Control Z.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do that a
B.
bit smaller.
Yep, and then left click on the thing and drag up.
Lots of them.
Cool.
Wait, I'm gonna
Can I
do.
have a go?
Oh, tell me.
Let's let Amelia have this turn.
B. Okay.
That's how I talk.
Okay, happy with that, or do you want to put some more town bits in around it?
I want to do that, and that all again.
Okay.
You have to do all of them.
Okay, so you use B to scale.
You're
Yeah, that
rocking me. You're rocking me.
Good. Yeah. It's a little. It's it's an abstract city.
Alphin.
It's futuristic, sugar.
Yes. Is the stream still working?
I didn't check that.
Thank you. Asking my producer to check on how things are going.
Well, my assistant's in the car next to me. Let me just get her to write down the password.
It was useful.
Yeah, it is. Look.
I didn't do that.
Cool. Well, you could put a fountain in. Look,
Oh yeah.
you could put a fountain in. You can put in lava.
Ooh, wait. Can
There's
I
a
put in a
gremlin.
volcano?
Yeah, just drag that in there. Cool, and then you'll be able to draw
Yeah, but how do I do it?
same way that you've been doing the town. So look, if we put a thing here,
You mean that?
it's still not in. 1 second.
Okay.
So now we can put in a.
Comes that right there.
Oh, that's a fluid Bifrost thing. That's not what I wanted. That's not a paint effect. But if we go and you've got all sorts of things. You could put in flowers.
Can I put in people? Grass.
Water.
Grass. Grass.
Yeah, you can do grass.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Woo. Can I have a J?
Uh-huh.
It needs to be smaller.
No, it doesn't. It could be really tall. Like
Overgrown city.
might be a grass wonderland.
Yeah, good idea.
Then we can't see it.
No, you can.
This is what happens when we're all stuck inside with coronavirus and all the vegetation grows outside because no one can go trim it.
You're not allowed to say that word, Dad.
Why not?
Why not?
It's not a
'Cause-
bad word.
You're not allowed at school. We're not at school, Amelia. We're at home. So we're allowed to say the coronavirus.
I think they just don't want you saying it at school because they don't want people to.
No, everyone's
get
going
false
around
information.
No, everyone's saying about coronavirus thing. Coronavirus thing. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, it's like the cheese touch.
Here, can I say
It's
something?
exactly like the cheese touch. Overgrown city.
Overgrown city. I love it. That's brilliant. Beautiful. Yeah. So
Wait,
let's
what about
go-
some flowers?
Oh, some flowers.
Fire.
You got roses. You got violets.
I'll
you
put
could-
violets. Put
Cool. Right. So shall we try to see if we can put your whole city on the Earth? And now you're going to cause it to be on fire. That's probably not the best of ideas.
Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.
Why isn't there any fire?
It is. See, the other thing is if we animate it, look, it goes. So if we animate it, look, there's probably... Should we do a test render?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we may have crashed it.
Huh? What does that mean?
I may have crashed it. We'll see.
Oops. Oh, God. What did you do?
What did you do, Dada?
Well, I left Maya because it was working on something. It'll come back in a second. In the meantime, we
Let's
can.
just play, Dada.
In the meantime, we can do that.
Wait, are we still on camera?
Yeah, of course. And we're broadcasting to the world. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. We're having a bit of a lesson here on streaming and Maya. Ooh.
Hello, dude.
Can I have a try?
But if you do the mouse and I do the mouse, then we have trouble. You're going to make people sick, sweetie. Let's not do that. Let's leave that alone for the moment. Finn, don't touch. Hold on. Finn, can you let go?
Hello.
Okay. So now let's go back to Maya. See if Maya opens again. No.
No.
We may have crashed Maya.
Should we start again?
We can let Finn have a turn.
What does crash mean?
What does crash mean? Good question.
Oh, look,
Crash.
fire.
Oh, there you go. So now we got all of
Yeah,
that.
but
on
what's
there.
all that?
That's all fire.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's on fire.
Not good to have it on fire.
Oh, but can we still see if we can actually see the fire properly?
Huh. Yes, that would be why.
Why?
Is that a whiteboard marker for anything?
No, it's not. Finn, I don't think that's a whiteboard
That's a
marker.
permanent
It's
marker.
permanent, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to use whiteboard markers.
Where's the whiteboard markers?
They're around.
I don't know where they've gone to.
Right.
But that's my
So I think we have
Can I
caused
have it?
Maya to freak out. So let's end that task. We'll try again.
Oh,
Can I draw?
What's that? Can I have a look at that one?
it's trying. It's just.
That's a whiteboard marker. You can use that one.
Oh, should we just make a city instead?
Yeah, you can make it. Yeah, let's try.
City. This time amazing. What happened?
So what we're going to do is we go to Windows, General Letters, Content Browser, and then if you go to Paint Effects, you want to use the Paint Effects here.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put that to there. So you've got airbrush and city animals, so you can paint snakes, clouds,
Ooh.
feathers, electrical things, flesh, you can make hands,
Oh.
or fire, fibers, this is like cloth and stuff, flowers, mesh,
The snake.
food, you could draw steaks. Food mesh, hamburgers. You can draw hamburgers or fruity cereal or things for fun. What's fun? Let's see. Chimney bricks, cactus, jumping springs. Let's see this one.
The snake.
Ah. What did you just do?
That do snake.
No. Yeah. What have you drawn? What are you drawing, Dad?
I'm not really sure. Like city streets, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Called it tree. Let's see. Galactic. Oh, we can draw space.
Yeah. Cool. Galaxy.
Should we draw a galaxy?
Yeah. Ow. Finn, stop it.
It's not very interesting because they're all. Let's see. What else have we got? Plants, objects, flags, satellites, asteroids, assorted screws, light bulbs.
Can we put some flags down?
Flags.
Whoa.
And these animate, I think. Yeah, so they've actually got animations in them.
Cool.
Dad, can you do a snake?
No. Pencils.
Types of plants. I always like trees. So trees, you can do like. Let's see. I want
That
to.
one. That was.
Which one?
No. Yay. Yay. Twee. Oh, wow.
Let's see.
Weather.
Weather. Yeah, we can do rainstorms. I've done this before. So with this, you can actually paint where you want rain to happen. And then if you animate it, it actually rains.
Oh, cool. And then wait, can we put some bad clouds?
Clouds. Yeah. Let's see.
Like rain clouds. No.
Smoke. Cumulus clouds. Yeah. So now.
Oh, good. There's nothing up there.
Yeah. Cumulus not very good, is it? You need to go much bigger.
Is that even a cloud? What? So the inside of a cloud?
Apparently, yeah. Let's take a render and see what that looks like.
Nope.
Pretty cool, though.
Let's just do it with the other one. Let's just do just clouds up there. Yeah, better.
Well, what we'll do is we'll raise all that up.
Okay, now let's see it.
Did you buy batteries today?
Let's
'Cause
see.
I forgot.
Not yet.
Okay, let's see.
We need to buy yeast, activated yeast when we do, so then we can make bread and it's so good. And parchment paper.
Whoa, cool. Wait, can we put some houses there?
Sure.
Okay.
So you got to go to buildings. What was it? City. Cool. So now you can click on the. Yeah, and then drag on the bottom, and if you hold B, then you'll change their size. That's pretty good, though. Look at how big the tree is in comparison. Yep. Cool.
That's it.
And then if you hit this button here, it'll hit render.
Okay, wait, one.
Keep going. Up next to the little eye. That's it. Next to the one next to it.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Pretty cool.
Mhm.
Nice. So, should we say goodbye to everybody for that little lesson that we just had, playing around with some Maya paint effects?
Nope.
No, you want to do more?
Some more trees.
Okay. Pretty soon. You got to scroll down. Use the mouse wheel. There you go.
Have you found it? Hair. What's hair do?
It makes hair. So you can paint like hair onto a person if you wanted.
Can you straighten the picture back out?
Yeah, can you straighten it out a little bit?
What does that mean?
What are you trying to do? Doing hair? You haven't selected anything yet.
No,
So.
I'm not trying to do
You
that.
want to do
Can you
trees?
straighten the picture back out?
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Use your mouse wheel to scroll.
There you go. Looks great, buddy.
Ooh, there's a pine forest. That would be good. So drag that down below. Yeah, and now you just...
Amelia.
Yeah, when you render it, it will look different. So now if you hit render, that's it.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna do some more.
Cool.
Please.
Amelia, look. I did for you.
Did what for me?
You know that castle you drew?
Oh.
You filled it in.
You filled it empty.
Nice. Very good, Finn.
When is it
You
mine?
keep hitting me. Ow.
Because you're random.
I like it.
Cool.
Maybe some more rain.
You can put more rain in. So you got to go to weather
Think more clouds.
and then drag the rain one. There's snow too. There's a snowstorm too. That would be pretty wild. And now you just drag around the bottom.
Yeah, I'm snowing.
Cool. Should we render it and see what that looks like?
Yeah. Wait, maybe some more clouds or something. So look.
Let's just see what it looks like for the moment.
Clouds.
Because watch, I'll show you something pretty cool. Watch. Just look at this. We can change our camera perspective as well. Oh, that's very small. That's that
How
one's
do you
not
do
gonna
it?
work. Let's undo that. Okay. Let me just show you something. Watch. So what we can do is we can actually zoom in here
Whoa.
so that we can get a different camera perspective. Something like that. And now let's see what happens when we render.
Rendering. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, dot, dot. Whoa. Blizzard.
It's a good start, isn't it?
Yeah, wait, can we hit that and see what happens?
Why don't you do a tornado?
A tornado. A tornado is really quite hard, actually, but I have seen a tornado done. But you can actually make it do real physics and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Wait, can we do that?
More clouds.
Can we make it try and do...
More rain clouds.
What are you doing? What about a word?
Maybe you have to do tall cities. Why are you doing that?
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see now. What about the flags? Can't see the flags.
I can't actually sit. Amelia, you know I'm not actually
Why don't
sitting.
you get the piano stool then? You can sit on the piano stool next to Dad.
That's better.
Dad, please can you move that?
You just come sit next to me.
What?
Okay. Right.
Are we always on camera?
We are always on camera. Yep. Cool.
Is it happening?
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, but is it gonna happen now?
What? Which? The time?
The-
The time slider.
Yeah.
Oh, you want it to render a full animation?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Fair enough. Well, we can do that. So first thing let's do, let's check our render settings. So we're going to click on render settings. That's not our render settings. Let's click on our render settings. Right now we're using Maya software. I'm fine with that, but let's raise the quality. Should make it production quality, maybe add some ray tracing.
What does that mean?
Down. Well, that's going to give us shadows and stuff. We have no lights in our scene though, so let's just turn that off for the moment. Paint effects rendering options. No, let's do that. And we're going to use our first camera. Should we make the camera track a little bit?
Yeah.
Should
Go
we make
around.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it move a little bit.
Yeah.
So what we can do is if we grab, first of all, why don't we make a new camera? So we're going to create.
Dad, after, can I please,
Can we see what it looks
make
like
a
if it's that?
pyramid?
Yes, you may.
Please, can you make an Egyptian pyramid after?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to do it, I think, that one or something. But yeah. You can see all the rain there.
So let's look here. We're going to get rid of this for a moment because we don't need this anymore. And let's add another window. And this window, we're going to look through our camera. So over here, in this window, we can now make a little scene. And if we go into our view panel and camera settings, we can add our resolution
You
gauge.
know a lot about this.
I do, yeah. So now we can, what we're going to do is we're going to keyframe our position and our rotation. We'll go back to the beginning. We're going to grab all of these and we're going to right click.
Still have not done mine, what I wanted.
So,
And we might back it up a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to select all of these. And we're going to go key selected. So now, watch what's going to happen. We select this one. So now we can see if we switch. Just moving too slowly. That's all right. So here.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Okay, so we can do it. We're just going to do a sample render here. It's from the perspective. It's actually going to go from camera 1.
The
We
camera
don't need to,
two.
and we don't need that. We do need to say that we want a. We're going to make this a PNG.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a file type. And should we call it something? Why don't you give it a name? Call it Amelia's Rainy City.
Snow Wonderland.
Okay, you type it in.
Horrible Snow Wonderland.
Okay, you type it in. Just type.
Okay.
Make it
Done.
something that you'll remember, like Snow City or something short.
Snow Wonderland. Storm City.
Snowstorm City.
Okay.
Snowstorm.
Yep. Okay, and now just
Have I
because
spelled city correct?
no, we're going to put a Y in instead, and then we want to do an underscore, and I'll explain that in a moment. So an underscore is that under dash there,
Yeah.
and what we can do is let's actually put underscores under each of them, and this is just getting you used to kind of good practice for naming conventions. And naming conventions are so that you keep all your files really organized. So see where it says name.extension? We're going to change that to be name underscore. And if we get rid of that last underscore, the other thing we want to do is we want to have this go from what frame are we ending on?
120.
Okay, so we want to change this here so that the start frame is 1 and the end frame is 120. Okay, so now that's all ready. So now,
Ready to watch.
now we can go to, well, it's going to take a little bit. We can go to rendering. And we go to render, and we're going to hit batch render. And now, if we open this little dialog here, we can watch our render happen.
Whoa.
Oops.
Dad,
Yes, Finn.
when can I do my pyramid?
In a few moments.
Okay. Nice. Mold.
So that was the first one
Of what? Do eat it.
of many. I'm just going to grab the script editor out here. Let's put it here. So that's the first frame.
Did he even take a frame?
Yeah, it's doing 120 frames. So it did the first one, now it's doing the second one. It's going to do the third one, it's going to do the fourth one. Let's do 120 of them.
Will
How-
take a long time.
How long do you think it's going to take? Well, it's
10 minutes.
10 minutes. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it?
10 hours.
Well, we can see how hard the computer's working. Should we see how hard the computer's working?
Yeah.
So let's look over here at our task manager and we click on performance. These are each of our computer's cores. And you
How
can see-
did that happen?
Well, this is it reading and writing information from those cores. So can you tell me what percentage of the computer is working right now? You see a number that's moving that's a percentage? It's called utilization. Do you see that number?
That one.
Uh-huh. So how much of the computer is working?
29%.
Yeah, somewhere between 27 and 36%. So if we have 100% of the computer that we could be using, and the computer's currently using about 30%, how much do we have left that we could use?
Wait, what?
If the computer's currently using around 30%, how much more of the computer can we use?
20, 27, 29. How many is there?
Well, how much is a whole in percentage? Do you know about percentages? So if I said you had a whole pizza, you'd have 100% of the pizza. And if you had half a pizza, how much would you have? Half of 100.
50.
50. That's right.
An easy way to think about it, anyway, instead of thinking about 100, think about it like all the way up to 10 and then just add a 0 in the end. Or if it's a 5, like at half of that, add a 5.
Yeah. When something's a whole thing, we call it 100%. And so when you have 30%, how much do you have left if it was 100? So 30% out of 100, you have 70% left. Remember your number bonds?
If you think about it, if you have 3, how many more do you need to get to 10?
7.
So then add a 0 in the end, and you get
17.
Yeah. So that's what we have to think about.
Okay.
Now, how many have we done so far? So far it's done 10 frames.
About number bonds.
There is. Do you want to do it for us? Cool. Let's hear it.
9 and 1 and 9 and 1 is 8 and 2 are friends. 7, 3, 6 and 4, 5 and 5 are twins.
what's that?
Very good. Good.
Oh.
Very cute. Okay, so if we have the computer's currently working at about 30%, I think we could let Finn build something while this renders in the background. So what we're going to do, we're going to let that render, and we're going to make a new scene. We're going to save the first one, and we're going to call it Rain City.
Oh, but it's Snow City.
That's okay, we can fix it later. Okay, so now let's close that so we don't need to think about that. Now, Mr. Finn,
You wanted to make it look like Egypt.
you want to make a pyramid? Now, that's a cone and not a triangle, not a pyramid. If you want to make a pyramid, you need to go up to the word that says create.
What does it say?
Can you switch sides with Amelia? You switch places so you come over here because you kind of need the mouse.
Okay. Wait, are we still on camera?
Yep.
Okay. Then not move. Alright.
Okay, so Mr. Finn, first thing you do, see the word create up at the very top. See it says File, Edit, Create. Click on the word create with the left mouse button.
No, that's not it. No.
Yep, left mouse button.
Yep.
Oop.
Oh.
Here, can I help you for a second? Okay. That's it. Now go down to click on it again. Go back.
Great.
And go down to see where it says polygons, polygon primitive. Second one down. And see over to the right, you'll see one that says pyramid.
Where?
Down to polygon, and then you got to go over to the right. Here, let me help you for a second. So we go polygon,
What does it say?
and over here to pyramid, and then we're going to click on it. Okay? Here, I'll set it up for you, and then you click the button. And now we can zoom in, and we got a pyramid.
Do you want to make it bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
Okay, so the first question is, how big is a side? Right now it's 1 meter. How big do you want it to be?
10.
10 meters, okay, so type 10.
0.
Just type 1 and 0.
Well, it's already got 1, so just put 0.
Well, if you do it at the moment, it will delete the 1. So if you want to do it, you either have to push the arrow key and then 0.
This one.
Yeah, push the arrow key, the right one. The one that's pointing right, that's
This
it.
one.
Yep, and then hit 0.
0.
Oh, let's not make it 100. Maybe did it twice. So there we go. And then hit enter, which is the big return button, the one that has that one. There you go.
Whoa, okay.
And now we got to bring it up to level. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold W, or I'm going to hit insert. Yeah, that's it. And then we're going to do it again. Hit the insert key again. Yeah, and then I'm going to hold V, and I want you to grab the green handle. See the green arrow right here? See that green arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Left click on the green arrow, and drag it down. Grab the. In fact, we're going to make it a little bigger so it's easier for you. Let's grab the.
Bigger.
We're going to hit insert. I'm holding V, now grab the green arrow. And I want you to go down. Drag it down. Left click on the green arrow.
On the green.
Yeah. And hold it. So left click and hold. That's it. And drag down. Other way. Drag the other way.
Like this.
Nope.
Can you do it?
Yeah, okay. And then I hit insert again.
Insert.
And now hold X for me.
X.
X. So now I snap it to the grid. So now it's sitting on top of our ground. Yep, very cool.
Wait, why didn't you make sand around it?
We could.
I actually do.
So let's go to Windows. We're going to go to our general editor. Go to Content Browser. And now let's look here. What do we have? So we have grasses.
No, sand.
We have underwater. Well, what's that? No, we don't want that.
We want sand.
We do want sand. The question is, do they have sand?
Put in sand.
I can't really search it. Oh, no, I can. Let's type. Let's go to Paint Effects. Type sand. Oh, it doesn't seem like we've got a sand.
Aww.
Let's see. Airbrush. City, clouds, electrical, feathers, fire, flesh, flowers, food, hamburgers, ripples in glass tubes, glows, hair. The closest I think we have is to do something like straw. Liquid.
What was the
water,
liquid?
Gold.
Gold. Where's gold?
Oil. Puffy putty paint. Pastels. Soft pastel orange.
Okay,
Plants.
let's do straw then.
Wait, can I just see that? Can I just see? Because I never actually see
Which one?
all the one up from glass.
That was glass. Glows.
Okay.
Grasses.
Okay.
So if you want to do you want to do straw?
Wait, can I just see?
Hair.
Okay.
We might be able to do something interesting with hair, actually.
Okay. Liquid.
Liquid. Fountains, fountain spray, water cube, water flow, waterfall mist, markers,
Straw.
metal. We're just having a quick look. Okay?
Object mash.
Object mesh.
I don't have it.
Ooh, there's a beach. Hold on.
Ooh.
Let's see. If we go here. Oop. Not very good. Okay.
I want to do the sand.
I know you've asked for something that I don't know that I can provide. It's crazy.
There are... Dad, can you shrink the pyramid? Because there's lots more. I want to do more pyramids.
You want to do more pyramids?
Yeah.
How many pyramids do you want?
3 at Giza.
3.
You want 3. Okay, so what you're going to do, stand up. What you're going to do is I want you to go Control D. Hold Control. And then hold it down. And then I want you to push the letter D.
D.
Okay, and do let go of D. And push D one more time.
D.
That's it. Cool, let go. Now look, what we got? 1, 2, 3. Why can't we see them? Because they're on top of each other.
Are they?
They're on top of each other.
Are they?
So now if you grab the red handle, and you can left click drag, yeah, and go right or left.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then if you grab the other one, another pyramid,
Oh.
so you can click in the list here, and just left click, the one above it. Move the mouse up a little bit. Yeah. That's it. And now drag the other one, or maybe hold the blue one and drag the blue handle.
No. Yellow.
Cool.
Oh wait, I thought you should do that way. That way. And then do it that way.
Oh, no. No more.
Do you want them different sizes?
That one big, that one big, that one medium. Just
The same size big?
Yeah. No, all of them same size.
All of them the same size, like that.
Yeah. No, big.
Bigger.
Bigger. A bit bigger. A tiny bit bigger.
Do you want that edamame?
They're all the same big.
What's up?
Do you want that edamame stir fry for dinner?
All the same big, Dad.
Sure. You want them all the same size?
Yeah.
No, I've lost
Like
on
that?
my leg.
Here, I'll show you how to do something really
Lost
cool.
on your leg.
So what I want you to do is I want you to click on this plane here, the one next to this thing that looks like a donut. Click on that.
The one that looks like a donut.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And then grab the yellow box, and I want you to left click drag on the yellow box. So left click on the yellow box.
Oh.
You gotta grab it again. Hold on. Let me help you. Let go of the mouse for 1 second. Let go of the mouse. Boop. Stop. Let go of the mouse.
Fine.
Okay. And now you want to left click drag on the
Then.
yellow box in the middle. Left click and hold and just drag. Right. Drag to the right.
To this whole world, Dad.
Yeah. We're broadcasting on YouTube right now. I don't know how many people we've got watching us. Let's see.
Oh, cool.
We've had a couple people watching.
Dad, can you help me on it?
But do they like it?
We haven't had any comments.
Pyramid
Wait, how many
still.
people have watched it?
I haven't looked at the analytics. Let's see.
And did it.
We've had a couple people.
Or back players.
There have been a couple people watching. Not many. Mostly Serena.
Hello.
I think we'll stop now anyway, because that was kind of funny.
No.
Well, we'll just stop the streaming. You can keep building the world.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, just keep going anyway. So what you're going to do, I want you to grab this and drag way out. Let's make a desert.
Oh, cool.
And we can make a desert. We can make a desert texture too, okay?
No, can
That size.
What size?
Well, you can make a person tiny, can't you?
I have people?
Can you have people?
Can I have
Um,
people as well?
I
We
don't know
make
if I
some
have
tiny
people to
huts
do.
around here.
No, you can have people.
I just want to go into pick a color. If we want it to be
Gold, gold, gold,
Bit more
gold,
goldy.
gold, gold, gold. Just gold, just gold.
kind of like that. You
Yeah.
want these similar color, so let's make them also a Lambert. I'll show you how to do that in a second. So
Maybe
we're
a
going to
little
go
bit lighter or something.
Light gold, light gold.
a little bit lighter. Something like that.
No, darker, darker, darker. Darker.
Like that.
Yeah.
Cool. And then if we can add a bump map to it.
What map?
A bump map.
What? Bump.
And we're going to use...
Wait, the River Nile. Water.
We could put water in. Yep.
Okay.
So we could put in... Let's put in a leather texture, because I think that will actually give us the result we need a little bit better. So what we can do is if we hit render,
Am I even in it?
look this up.
Now I am.
And I still can't sit down. Ah.
Buddy, you just... Oh, there we go. See, now we've got a texture on it. Okay, so here's the thing I was going to show you. So what we can do is if we go create, we can bring in a light. And in this case, we're going to bring in what's called a directional light.
Can we make it sun?
The directional light is the sun. And so if we change the angles here, if we hit 7, we can actually see the direction that the sun is pointing.
Make it look like day to night.
You can do that, absolutely. And the other thing we can do is if we go into shadows here, we can use ray trace shadows. And let's click on our render settings. And in Maya software, we want to change this to, say, contrast sensitive. And we want to turn on ray tracing. Now watch, look what happens if I render this scene right now, like this. Check what happens.
Yeah, what happened? Cool, it's got a shadow to it.
It does have a shadow. So should
I
we see what
don't
happens?
want shadows.
Yeah, you do want shadows. Shadows are what make things look real. Now watch.
Now let's see it. Cool.
Yeah. So what we can do is we can make a dancing shadow pass. So what we can do is we say, first of all, let's go Control A. So now we have this over here. And we're going to highlight these ones and we're going to go key selected. And then for our light, we're going to change to have it go towards here. And we're going to go key selected. And now it will render that shadow moving from side to side.
I want them to be dark gold.
I'm going to add another thing here to the material. We're going to add a bump map. And let's give ourselves some... let's go do...
Water.
We'll do a rock texture.
River Nile.
You want the River Nile?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
As well. Can we do dark gold?
I'm actually working on the texture, the bumpiness.
Limestone.
Okay, so you want the River Nile.
Yeah, in it as well.
So let's go to
Right
our
here.
content browser.
Here, I want the...
And let's look for underwater. Flowing rapids?
Yeah.
Or do we want to have
I want a stream.
water flow? Flowing rapids seems like a good idea.
A stream of water.
Okay, so do you want to draw it? You just hold, let's sort of see. So we hold B. So this shows us how wide it is. So now if I do...
Hey, let me draw it.
Yeah, you're right. So I'll undo that. Hold B.
What?
I accidentally did the wrong thing. So let's go. General Editors, Content Browser. Go to Rapids. And now...
No, bigger, bigger, bigger.
it's a
It
big
isn't
river.
that bigger. It isn't that big.
Okay, so you want to draw the river? Maybe go from one end over here all the way past it, okay? So
It is all the way around.
It is,
Stops
yeah.
I want
halfway.
to do it all the way around.
so you got to hold the mouse button and drag it.
Went off it.
That's not quite how a river goes, though, buddy. It's a good idea. Should we undo that for a second? Let's just try something. I'm going to undo that. Try one more time. Just draw one river. I try to put it closer to the
It's very.
closer to the pyramids.
It's very close to the pyramids. It's like
Okay,
protecting the.
let's just undo that again. Now do one more time, and this time come do a straight line down past the pyramids.
No.
That's how far it is.
Nice. Okay. So shall we hit render and see what that looks like?
Yeah.
So hit the render button, which is the next one next to this little eye here.
Why?
Right up here on the screen. Look up the screen. See this one? This one here. You're gonna click on that. Looks like it's good. It's a bit finicky, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, you do it. Ready? Just click. Up, it's rendering. I clicked it accidentally.
No, I think I did.
Look, Rapid River.
Cool. Should we put some palm trees near it? Because there's loads of palm trees near it.
You could, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, palm trees.
That's a really rapid river, I have to say.
I think we should make it a bit smaller because it's a tiny bit small, like thinner than the ribbon now.
Okay, a bit smaller. Can we do the river all again?
Can I try
I want to
it?
do it a bit smaller. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
It's his turn. Okay, try
That's
again.
it. Press and drag. Near to the thing then.
Yeah, try to go right near where the things are. Just hit undo, Control Z.
This.
Try again.
Okay, we can also move it closer, look. So drag the blue handle.
Yeah, there.
Okay, so now let's try something else. Let's zoom in.
Then let's look. Chris- Cool.
I think the water needs a different texture. Let's see.
Needs bluish. 'Cause water isn't white. And it's fresh. So
Yeah, I think it needs some blue.
yeah, like that. Yeah.
No, but I think now in light blue.
So I think we need a sky. What do you think? Or maybe we should put in, how about like a dust storm? Should we make a dust storm?
Yeah. Yeah, light, water light blue, please.
Light blue. You want that lighter blue?
Like that light blue.
Yeah, that light blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better?
yeah.
Okay, so let's try putting
Let
something
me
else
put
in.
some palms or something. So
Okay.
make it more lively.
I'm just going to try one thing first. Clouds and fog. We can put in.
Not a dust cloud.
Let's do rolling fog.
Oh.
What's a rolling frog?
But that doesn't happen there.
Well, maybe just trust me. Let's see what we can make. So let's go here to General Editors, Content Browser. Let's put our rolling fog into our scene. And now the
And
rolling
let's
fog.
look. So, almost looks like it's saying frog. I think it should be a tiny bit. Yeah,
No.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks more nice.
Wow, 7 o'clock. I think we need to sign off so that we can go.
Can
Can we look
just,
at your other render?
Wait, can we just look at this?
If you type F check for me, type F check, C CH. That's it, right there. Now let's open animation. And let's look down here for your animation.
Whoa.
Oh, we can render that as a video. Do you want to send it to Mom?
Yep.
Maybe next time, not today. It actually kind of looks like.
Would probably not like
So let's save that
song.
animation. Save it as an animation.
Whoa.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And everyone think that's pretty cool? That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Okay,
Yeah, can we see mine then?
What's happened?
it's rendering.
Look, almost like it's Minecraft.
It does look a little bit like Minecraft. How to make this image from this camera's point of view, based on the lights in the scene, based on the fog in the scene, based on the 3D objects in the scene,
Hey, Dad.
all of those things it's having to calculate for this frame, what does that image look like? And the last thing that it does in this particular pass is the paint effects. So the water we put in. Yes.
Look.
I know, it's Egypt.
I know.
I know.
Wait, can we try and put the Sphinx?
The Sphinx. We'd have to download a model for the Sphinx, I think.
What's that?
The Sphinx. What is the Sphinx?
It's a head of a pharaoh, body of a lion, and it's a big statue right next to the pyramids.
That's right.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
Oh,
really cool
yeah.
picture. Where's the water?
That's the last thing to do because it was a paint effect.
Ooh!
There it is. We could put a boat on there. We could put
should
all
put,
sorts of stuff.
Palm
Can I put-
trees.
Can we put
Palm trees.
palm trees?
I'll tell you what. We're going to stop for right now. That was really good world building, and I will make sure to render you this little thing with a little movie for you too. Okay?
Ooh, can we
Okay.
see it next time we see it?
Absolutely.
That's tomorrow.
Cool. Well, that was our little bit of playing. That's it. Shall we end that?
Almost. Let's just say goodbye.
Right. Shall we all say goodbye?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
So, any comments?
No, we didn't get any comments, but we.
Yeah.